What is up, YouTube? First of all, I'd like to thank everyone so much for visiting my channel, taking the time out of your day to check out to see what I've got going on. Basically, what I'm going to do with this channel is produce some tutorials on editing and how to get videos out the door for you guys that have drones that fly them for fun or even for money if that's what your thing is, and then probably do down the road some reviews on the equipment that I use to get the job done. But if you're like me, you like to fly and you like to be able to get videos out without doing a whole lot of work to try to get those out. Today, what I plan on covering is Adobe Premiere Elements, which is right here, and this is 15. This is the software that I use to produce my videos. It's very intuitive. It's basically a watered down version of Adobe Premiere. If you've ever heard of it, it's got a pretty steep learning curve associated with it. So this is just a bit easier, and you can get videos out in just a matter of minutes, really. It just depends on how in depth you want to go with your editing. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm just going to give an overview of this program, and we will probably do some more in-depth videos on it later. But like I said, this should be able to get you up and running and get some videos produced for you guys. Anyway, so whenever you open it up, you're going to see this screen here, and you're going to click Add Media, and you're going to then go over here to this drop-down menu and go over to Files and Folders. And let's see, then it's going to open up a directory, and you're basically going to browse where your videos are. And I've got kind of 3 here that I've took from a dirt track here in town. And we're just going to highlight and click add on those, and it's automatically going to bring them into this area. This area is called your timeline. Notice all 3 videos are selected right now. So I'm going to click off of them just somewhere random in here, just so that way they're not selected. Not a big deal, but just something that I like to do. And basically what we've got is a couple of different sections here. One is the, you can add text to this track or titles. So if you want to put a title on the front of your video, and you can do that there. You've got your video section. So basically you're going to drag and drop videos into there. You've got a narration section, which I've never used, but it is there. I'm not really sure how to use it, but not needed for sure. And then you also have a drop audio clips section. So if you want to add music to your videos, then you can certainly drag those files into that box. We'll have a future video of where I get my music and how I get it all imported and all that good stuff in a future video. But as I said earlier, today we will just cover the basics of Adobe Premiere Elements. With that being said, so we've got our videos in here. This is our timeline, and this is basically your play line, I guess you would call it. Once you hit play, this thing is going to move to the right, and it's going to basically go over your videos, if you can think of it that way, and whatever audio clips it's going to go over as well and play your music. So already, I mean, we're already looking at outputting a video. We haven't cut anything and we haven't rearranged anything, but I mean, this is how easy it is, guys. Like, it doesn't get any easier than this. So we'll go ahead and start. I'll show you guys how to do a little cut and maybe some rearranging with your clips. So we'll just go ahead and go over to this blue little arrow here, and that's going to drag where your video is at in a certain time. And I'll just move it to some random time. I'm not going through and actually putting a video together, but I just want to show you guys how this works. So I've got it stopped right here. See this little scissors? If you click that, it's basically going to split this video into two different sections. Okay. Then I want to go ahead and move it over just a bit further. And then I'm going to split it again. So now I'm left with this middle piece. Let's say if that's the one I wanted to keep and I didn't want either one of these edges that I've got. So basically, I'm going to click on one of the edges and ensure that it's highlighted in blue. Then I'm going to click delete on my keyboard and it's gone. So that just deleted that portion. I will then do it to this one as well because I don't want that clip in there. And it's gone. So now I'm just left. It's going to go straight from this clip to the portion that I cut out, which is exactly per se what I wanted to do. So to me, this kind of looks like a good opening shot. So I'm going to ensure that this is highlighted in blue on this clip. Not click the scissors, but I'm going to click in the video area. I'm going to drag this all the way to the front of the video because, like I said, I want it to be by opener. I then am going to deselect the video by clicking somewhere in here and make sure that nothing's highlighted. And I'm going to click play just to kind of review and see what I've got. So now I've got these two clips. And if you notice, in between these clips, it was kind of like a hard transition. It goes, and then bam, next clip right there. So I'm not really keen on that. Just, I mean, from one clip to the other. And how you can fix that is you actually go to, I do this to all my clips no matter what, but just to kind of emphasize what this does, you highlight, you click and highlight, make sure the clip is highlighted. Then you're going to right click on that clip. And you're going to go to fade and say fade in and out. So basically at the beginning of that clip and at the end of that clip, it will fade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all three of these clips that are in my timeline here. And what this is going to do is it's going to enable some smooth playback on the player. So see how that kind of faded in and a fade out and a fade in. And then we should get another fade out and fade in. There we go. So we've got basically a good, smooth video going here. And like I said, you can use these this area to drop some audio clips. We will get into that in a further tutorial, but this should get you up and running with Adobe Premiere 15. I will post a link in the description down below where you can get Adobe Premiere. I'm not affiliated with Adobe at all, but it's just something that I want to do to help you guys out, to help you guys get videos out and get your stuff going. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put those in the comments below and let me know how I did. Also, hit that subscribe button if you think that some of this information is going to be worthwhile. Again, this is just a brief overview. It wasn't anything too crazy. Just want to be able to get you guys on the road with getting your drone videos or any other videos for that matter out to whoever you want to see them. Anyway, guys, thanks for your time. I'm out. Peace.